Everywhere you look online, people are talking about AI, and people are concerned that it'll take our jobs, and they're scared about this. I totally get it, that's valid. We've all already heard how AI is replacing workers, it's shrinking teams, and how we do our day-to-day jobs. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, my name is Sharif, and on this channel, my goal is to help people break into and level up in healthcare informatics, health analytics, and health tech. I have a master's in health informatics from Northwestern University, and one thing that I really care a lot about on this channel is making sure that I give you guys information that is useful, it's accurate, and it's grounded in evidence. So today we're answering a question that a lot of people are wondering right now. Will AI hurt health informatics jobs in 2026? And I want to be very clear right from the start. The honest answer is that AI is not killing the entire field of health informatics, but it is changing the field fast, and some tasks and some roles are much more exposed than others. And a lot of people are scared because they're hearing stories about layoffs, smaller teams, and AI tools taking over work that used to require a person. And to be fair, some of that fear is really understandable. And if you're following the news like I am, companies are trying to increase efficiency, and in a lot of industries, leaders are probably asking themselves whether they can do more with fewer people. So this isn't just some fake concern, but I'm here to say don't panic just yet. When I looked into the research, what I saw was a much more balanced reality. First, let's talk about what AI is already doing in healthcare. According to the ONC, in 2024, 71% of US hospitals reported using predictive AI integrated with the electronic health record system, which is up from 66% from the year before that. Some of the biggest use cases were risk prediction, billing support, and scheduling related tasks. So what exactly does that tell us? It tells us that AI is already here in healthcare systems, and it's already being used, and it's already affecting workflows. Now here's the part that people need to hear. AI usually automates tasks before it eliminates whole professions, and that distinction is really important to know. You know, if part of your job is repetitive documentation, routine reporting, straightforward data cleanup, those parts are more likely to be automated or accelerated. However, if your value comes from understanding clinical context, interpreting messy information, validating outputs, working across stakeholders, improving workflows, or connecting technology to actual patient care and operations, that is much harder to replace. And that is precisely why I don't believe the right headline is AI will destroy health informatics jobs. I think the better headline is AI will shrink low-value routine tasks, and it'll increase the value of people who can manage complexity. Now, when you think about it that way, that's much more reassuring. And even better is that the labor data supports that more nuanced view. According to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, health information technologists and medical registrars are still projected to grow 15% from 2024 all the way up to 2034, which is much faster than average. In addition to that, medical record specialists are projected to grow 7% over the same time period. So I want you to carefully think about this. Ask yourself this question. If this field were truly collapsing because of AI, is that the type of growth that you would expect to see in the official outlook? Probably not. Now, does that mean nobody in the space is at risk? In my opinion, no. And I want to be really honest about that too. According to research, people who are most exposed are usually those whose work is narrow, repetitive, and easy to standardize. And that could include parts of coding, documentation, data entry, basic reporting, simple admin coordination, or routine support tasks. So yes, some jobs may get leaner. Yes, some teams may be restructured. Yes, some employers may absolutely use AI as a reason to cut costs. That part is all really real. But you gotta think about it like this too. Healthcare is very different from many other industries because healthcare has much higher stakes. That's a fact. And when I'm talking about stakes, I'm talking about in healthcare, safety, privacy, compliance, trust, and real human consequences. These are all much more pronounced. And overall, this is why regulation and oversight matter so much in this field. The FDA's current guidance makes it clear that clinical decision support software sits in a regulated environment. And major health bodies like the WHO and the National Academy of Medicine have emphasized governance, accountability, and responsible human oversight in AI for health. Basically, in other words, healthcare cannot just throw AI into critical workflows and hope for the best. And to be honest with you, this is one of the biggest reasons why I think health informatics has a really strong future. Because the more AI enters healthcare, the more you need people who understand how data flows through systems, how workflows actually work in the real world, how to spot when outputs are wrong, how to think about quality and safety, and how to make sure tools are useful, compliant, and not causing downstream problems. That is informatics, and that part is not going away anywhere. In fact, OECD's recent report on digital and AI skills in health occupations points towards something important. Health roles are being reshaped by digital and AI adoption. But the story is much more about changing skill demand and complementing human work than simply wiping out workers. And that lines up with what I personally believe after looking at all the evidence. Based on the research, I don't think AI is going to kill health informatics jobs in 2026. I actually think it's going to hurt people who stay too narrow, and it's going to reward people who become more adaptable, more technical, and more strategically useful. And here's another important point. Some of the best real-world healthcare AI evidence right now is not about full replacement. It's about reducing burden. For example, studies on ambient AI documentation have found associations with lower documentation burden and improvements in clinician experience. So that doesn't mean humans are removed. It means parts of the burden and stress from tasks get reduced from AI. And that's a big difference. Let's think about this more positively too. If AI helps reduce the most repetitive tasks in healthcare, that can actually create more room for people to focus on higher value work. Now let's talk about what this means for you if you're a student, early career professional, or career pivoter, or someone already working in the field. My main advice is that do not build your career around being the person who only does the most repetitive part of a workflow. What you should do is build your career around being the person who understands the bigger picture. And what exactly do I mean by that? I mean, get stronger at data literacy. Get comfortable with tools like SQL. Understand how EHRs, healthcare systems, and operational workflows connect. Learn enough about AI to evaluate it and not just use it. Get good at communication, of course, and then also get good at stakeholder thinking. And lastly, get good at spotting bad outputs. I strongly believe the people who will become indispensable in the AI era are those who understand the technology deeply. And by that, I mean understand how it works, where it helps, where it fails, and how to make it useful in a work setting. And I'm telling you right now, these types of people will be extraordinarily valuable. So let's loop all the way back. Will AI kill health informatics jobs in 2026? My answer is no. But will AI eliminate some tasks? Probably yes. Will it change expectations? Absolutely. And will it raise the bar? 100%. But will it erase the need for smart, adaptable, ethical, systems-minded people in health informatics, healthcare analytics, and healthcare technology? No. I believe that those people will likely be safe. And if anything, I think the field is moving towards a future where the most valuable people are the ones who can bridge healthcare, data, systems, and AI responsibly. And look at it this way, that's a huge opportunity. So if you're in this space right now, do not get discouraged. Get sharper and get more adaptable. Keep learning and keep building real skills. And most importantly, become the kind of professional that AI simply cannot replace. If this is the kind of content that you want more of, subscribe to the channel and join my newsletter. This is where I share useful, practical information on health informatics, healthcare analytics, and healthcare technology to help you break into the field and level up your skills. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Sharif. This is Infomesser, and I'll catch you in the next video.